My name is Ignacio Evans. All those who know me very well, or kind of sort of, call me Iggy. And today my presentation is on Niggatry, the rhetoric of staying black and dying. My first chapter, or at least to get into the very basics of it, is that I intend to explore black as a notion of imminent performance. This set of imminent performance will be considered or known as Niggatry. Right? This is also a critique of racial capitalism, right? Understanding or filtering this criticism through what I call liquidation, right? Which is a perversion of how people understand how to liquidate either activities, bodies, or particular financial transactions. My thesis is going to look at how that transaction happens to black bodies as a taxidermy process. And it will explore this in a couple chapters. The first chapter is Niggatry, Bending Time, Reason, and Policy Debate. It's a criticism about how black people who are participating in policy debate oftentimes have to find a way out of no way, and I kind of theorize about that finding the way out of the current liquidation factors of black people in policy debate. The second chapter is inspired by one of my classmates / cohort, is Chris Jackson, with his description about environmental racism. My second chapter will talk about or discuss this thorough and understanding of niggas and environment. Right? It is a criticism about how climate change has affected black people, in particular looking at the comparison of mitigation strategies and adaptation strategies of black people. This will also take in mind or place in context Christina Sharp, Baudrillard, and the discussion about black rage and how Afrofuturistic intentions are endemic to how niggas move. The next chapter will be about niggas, bitches, bitch-ass niggas, and niggas being bitches as a criticism of non-being and black transness. This is one of my favorite discussions I think to be having, partly because I will be looking at how black transness, or at least the scope, will allow us to theorize about blackness without its body. The next chapter is looking at, I also want to give a little caveat. The reason why I love that chapter so much is because it's theorizing through one of my other colleagues' prescriptions about Dixie V. Dan. Shout out to him. And the next one will be about honoring niggas and public memory and mourning. Nipsey Hussle, Laura London, and Kodak Black with a description about rape culture. This chapter is particular because I think that it is timely in terms of how black people publicly mourn spaces that require the eyes of the world. The next chapter is about Bebe's Kids. It's entitled Bebe's Kids, Low Niggas versus the Innocence of Black Children in an Anti-Black World. The discussion I want to have is how black children get to be made innocent and produced as such as a safe haven or a moment of innocence for the world. Suggesting that black features are supposed to be segued through black children. I think that kind of anti-black violence I'm looking to explore and examine on multiple levels, whether it be the libidinal or the political. And my final chapter, which is Becoming Nigga, Staying Black and Dying in an Anti-Black World. This final chapter is looking to take on the larger scopes of black transcendence and critiquing those who think that that's a position of possibility for black bodies in the field of rhetoric. One of the things that I found very interesting while looking at rhetoric is that we get to explore not only the time and space that we're in, but the words that are supposed to be made salient in those moments, and how does figures, symbols, and signs become not only interpolated, but then also voided for particular financial transactions. And so I say all of that to say that my exploration is looking at how niggas exist not only in this time, but in every time and space, pulling from everything that is possibly, able to be rendered in passion, in speech, and in poetry. And I yield. Thank you.